Question 7. Joseph travels to work each day by train. The weekly cost of his train journey is £45 and his weekly pay is £625. Part A. Work out 45 as a percentage of 625. So in order to do that, you first of all write this 45 out of 625. That will give you the fraction. And to turn that into a percentage, we need to multiply it by 100. And if we do that, we get 7.2%. Part B, the weekly cost of his train journey increases by 8%. Increase £45 by 8%. So the fact that we have an increase means that your decimal for the percentage, we're going to add on to 1. So the increase, we're going to have a 1 plus, and the decimal here for 8% is 0.08. Pick a different color, 0.08. So that means that our decimal that describes an increase of 8% is going to be 1.08. So if I want to actually increase this 45 by 1.08, by 8%, I simply need to multiply it by 1.08. And that's going to give me £48.68. Part C, Joseph's weekly pay increases to 640. Calculate the percentage increase from 625, so that was the original amount, to 640. You've got a few ways of doing this. The simplest way, in my opinion, is you take the new amount and divide it by the old amount. And that's going to give you a decimal that will tell you information about your percentage. So when you do 640 divided by 625, you're going to get the decimal 1.024. And kind of just casting our eyes back to this, our percentage increase here for 8% was 0.08. So in other words, this part here will tell us everything we need to know about the percentage. So our decimal is 0.024, which is the same as a percentage of 2.4. That's one way we could do it. Another way we could do it is we first of all find the difference between these. So how much did the pay actually increase? And that's 15. And then we write that 15 out of 640 and basically find out what it is as a percentage of, not 640, as a percentage of 625, because 625 is the original amount. You multiply that by 100 and you will also get 2.4 as a percent. Part D, Joseph decides to cycle to work. He cycles 18 kilometers to work and his journey takes 1 hour and 20 minutes. Calculate his average speed in kilometers per hour. So the fact that it asks for the average speed in kilometers per hour means that we can't use the 20 minutes in our calculations. So first thing we're going to have to do is convert 1 hour 20 minutes, or 20 minutes, into hours. If you want to convert minutes to hours, there's 60 minutes in an hour. So what you're going to have to do here is divide by that to turn minutes into hours. That simplifies to give you a third of an hour. When we add that to 1, we'll have 1 plus a third hour. That's going to give us 4/3 of an hour. Now you can write that as a decimal if you want, but these are recurring decimals, and you know there's a risk that you might not end up using the whole decimal. You might round your answer when you should. So I'm going to leave this as 4/3 for now, and that is the time. Speed, the formula for speed is distance over time. Our distance we've been given is 18 kilometers, and the kilometers matches what's in the question here for speed, so we don't need to change it. So we end up with this 18 divided by our time value here, 4/3. So we have a little mini fraction inside a big fraction pretty much. And when the dust settles for that, you're going to end up with 13.5 kilometers per hour. Done.